Top 10 Scary Houses Hanging Off Cliffs. The house where we live may be big or small, but we always find comfort with it. As the saying goes, there's no place like home. Indeed, it's the only place where we can be exactly what we are without listening to others' judgment. There are places where we can build our homes. Some choose to build their home near the lake, near the river, near the valley, and some people find place living in the jungle or on a remote island where they can't be disturbed. You see, people have different ideas when it comes to building their homes. But did you know that there are people who prefer to build their houses hanging off the cliffs? Scary, right? It looks like you're living in the clouds or floating in an open air. Not such a good idea for people who are afraid of heights. In today's video, we'll talk about the top 10 scary houses hanging off cliffs. But before we reveal our countdown, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Floating on number 10 is the Casa 11 Mujeres. Casa 11 Mujeres, also known as 11 Women, is a cliff-top house in Santiago, Chile, was designed to be a holiday home for the family with 11 daughters. Yes, you got that right. The number 11 in Casa 11 Mujeres symbolizes the 11 daughters of the couple, whose age ranges from 4 to 20 years old. It was designed by Matthias Klotz, built on a 45-degree slope with a veranda. Below the house, you can see the Cachuga Beach in the Pacific and 140 kilometers north of Santiago, Chile. It may look hanging and scary for people who are afraid of heights, but it can provide all the services. It has a master bedroom and a huge space for entertainment and room for guests. It is a 3-story house with a huge space, a game room and TV room, 2 living rooms, a family room, guest room, and a dining room. The terraces are spacious too, and thus protect the guest who stands against the strong southern winds. It feels like you're floating in the air. Doesn't this make you want to build your own dream house? Sparkling on number 9 is the Villa Amanzi of Thailand. Both daunting and exciting. This is how they describe the Villa Amanzi Cliff House in Thailand. It stands 60 meters above sea level in the tall edge of the cliff with a stunning overview look of the Andaman Sea. It has 2 garden areas that offer a luxurious dining space and the rock swimming pool that completes the composition. Aside from that, it has an entertainment room, master bedroom, 3 guest room, dining sala, barbecue area, kitchen, storage, laundry area, staff quarter, and the remarkable terrace. It also has private spa and game room that the family enjoys. The overall architectural design of the house gives a calm and balanced atmosphere to its residents. Although it's not that accessible to guests, the resident can enjoy the green space in their surroundings. Standing above the rocks is our number 8, the Tula House. Hanging over the cliff edge is the Tula House that stands 44 feet above the Pacific Beach in the remote Quadra Island in British Columbia. The construction of this house started in 2006 and completed in 2012. It is owned by Eric Peterson and Christina Monk. It has a total floor area of 4,500 square feet and a roof area of 5,985 square feet. Once you see this house, you'll notice how good it blends to its surrounding. When we say blend, meaning the exterior blends with its wooden finish and the roof is covered with moss. What a great camouflage! It provides a panoramic view of the ocean and its rocky and forested surroundings with its skylight roof and glass plates in the floors and glass curtain walls. The interior spaces are open and spacious while the ground is directed towards the central pond. Portraying Picasso's painting is our number 7, the Hallman House. Constructed on the edge of a cliff that is 70 meters high is the Hallman House. This modern house in Dover Heights in the west city of Sydney, Australia, was designed by the famous Durbach Block architects. It was referred to Picasso's painting The Bather. Since it was derived from the famous artwork of Picasso, it has a complex design. From its living spaces set, wide perimeter, and stretches that give a magnificent landscape and views. The living room and dining area hangs over the ocean, giving a priceless view up and down the coast. The lower floor's base is built from rough stone walls that blend with the cliff. The stone walls continue to the cliff edge to form a beautiful terraced garden that blooms in different colors, plus the vase-shaped rock pool that gives a more relaxing feeling. Sailing on number 6 is the two rustic cabins or casa en Bujupareo. This breathtaking house is located in the Chilean coast between the central and south region of Bujupareo, Chile. It was owned and designed by Alvaro Ramirez and Clarissa Elton. This house is designed to blend with the environment from the materials used to build it to its interior design. The walls are made up of heavy-duty glass and give a panoramic view of its surroundings. It has a unique shape and constructed with less environmental impact. It allows the free flow of water to run beneath the structure. The interiors are well constructed from local materials such as moisture-protected wood and roofs that are covered in Laja stone. Inside the house, you can see the luxurious bedroom, spacious entertainment area with a kitchen, 3 functional and state-of-the-art spaces, plus the main attraction, the breathtaking terrace that hangs over the South Pacific Ocean. Balancing on the cliff is our number 5, the Holiday Home. Over the riverbank in Nara, Japan's Omine mountain range, is the Holiday Home designed by Masato Sekiya. Standing 600 meters above sea level, this house is designed to be a holiday house for a doctor and his wife. The couple can enjoy a type of fly fishing called ayu because of its smart build that balances from the cliff edge above the river. Masato Sekiya describes his masterpiece as a space floating in nature because the residents can enjoy the spectacular view of the forest and the Ten River, which is 17 meters below. According to Masato Sekiya, she had difficulties in designing the house because the owners wanted a simple fishing cabin, plus the site has a large percentage of a steep slope that incline 17 meters toward the Ten River and has only a flat surface of 6 meters square. And when the 2 cars are parked, there will be no room for the house. So, she came up with a plan to face the riverbank by setting a tall pillar on the shore to support the house. They dig down nearly to the bedrock to make sure the house won't collapse. Inside the house, you can see the lengthways with partition for guest room, kitchen, laundry, and bathroom, while the master bedroom, living room, and deck area are on the other side. The deck holds the most beautiful part. You can see and hear the river and the view of the green landscapes. Amazing. The futuristic house is on our number 4, the Bell Pavilion or the Mushroom House. This futuristic house can be seen in San Diego, California, United States of America. It was built and designed in 1968 by Dale Nagel for Sam Bell, the owner of Bell's Potato Chips. Aside from having a futuristic look, it is also earthquake-proof. But others are wondering if it is tsunami-proof because it's facing the ocean. The Mushroom House is part of the building project that started in 1955 and comes with a house at the top of the cliff but unfortunately demolished in the 1990s. However, the whole property includes a 300 feet cliff with a private beach that is only accessible during low tide because of the rugged rocks. The builders of this house faced an extraordinary challenge in making access to the beach and the guest house. The owner had an idea of putting a glass elevator, so he called the Elevator Electric Co., the designer and the builder of the first glass elevator in San Diego. Because of the complexity of the project, workers walked off on the job, which required the 3 owners of the tram company to seek help from Jack Schultz to install the last 100 feet of the tramway railing. The round design of the Mushroom House offers a panoramic view of the Pacific Ocean. Hard work really pay off. Stunning on number 3 is the Cliff House. This rare house is one of the first large projects in Nova Scotia's Atlantic coast. Designed looking like a pure box hanging on a bedrock cliff by the Canadian firm Mackay Lyons Sweet Apple Architects, it triggers the person's sense of vertigo and feeling like they are floating in the sea. This 960 square foot cabin serves as a guest retreat house. Unlike other cliff houses, this is affordable and modest. It also offers minimal sight disturbance, so you enjoy the untouched landscapes and its surroundings. It is made with large galvanized steel with heavy-duty anchors to the bedrock of the cliff. As for the interior, The primary structures are made with light steel, simple wood framing system, timber frame, cedar shiplap, and well-ventilated rain screen that works well with the harsh freeze-thaw climate of the region. This project shows that, despite of low budget, you can build a balanced and efficient house. The space uses natural light and the deck faces the south, which gives a magnificent view of the coastline. Tricking on number 2 is the Mirage House by Coy's Associated Architects. Famous for its disappearing act is the Mirage House designed by Coy Stelios of the Coy's Associated Architects. Designers had difficulty in building the house because the owners are concerned with the visibility and privacy of the house. They asked themselves how they can make an invisible house, so they came up with a plan to mimic the surroundings with a pool that gives a visual effect of mirroring. The designers describe this as an invisible oasis, where house owners can enjoy the panoramic view of the Aegean Sea with superb privacy. This amazing house is carved into the steep rocky cliffs, giving a beautiful view of the Aegean Sea on the island of Tinos. Since the house is carved into the cliff, it gives a disappearing look. The architects are clever enough to think of the traditional vernacular that will blend with its surrounding landscape. The house is built with local materials involving traditional techniques. It has a luxurious infinity pool that gives a spectacular view of the ocean, plus covers the whole roof of the house. This gives a tricky view above because it perfectly blends with the Aegean Sea, and only the pool is visible because it mimics the surrounding stone, which makes it unsuspecting to the eyes. Speaking of suspecting, you might be thinking of the houses featured in the latest magazine or in your favorite channel to get a clue for our number 1. Don't worry, because you won't be waiting long. Our number 1 for a countdown braves all the risk in building a house at the edge of the cliff. Make way for the Cliff House by Modscape Concept. This might sound scary to you, but this 5-story house clings to the side of the cliff, which is designed by Modscape. It was not an easy job for the designers because the owner wants to have home inspired by how barnacles cling to the hull of the ship. Aside from that, the location of the house is in the extreme part of the coastal land of Australia. So, the designer came up with the concept of a house that hangs off on the side of the cliff, which will create a connection with the ocean. Since the design is so complex, it requires an innovative construction and technologies. The house is anchored in the cliff's edge with engineered steel pins. If you're wondering how they can get in, the lift in the carport connects the users to every floor of the house. The interior is designed with minimalistic furnishings to blend with the ocean view. This uniquely designed house is proof of man's great potential in conquering the unknown places to build a home. These houses may be dangerously looking because of the fact that they literally hang on to cliffs, but having a space that you can call home is more exciting. With a dash of creative thinking and curiosity, you too can build your own house anywhere on Earth. This completes our top 10 scary houses hanging off cliffs. We'll be glad to hear from you, so use the comment section below and share your dream house idea. Who knows what the future holds? Your house might be featured on our channel. Join us again next time for more exciting videos.